I'm Ian Driver with another short election video, and this time I want to talk to you about the environment in Thanet. And I think the best place to start talking about the environment is to get down and dirty and start talking about sewage. Because over the past 4 years we've had 8 serious sewage spillage incidents in Thanet, including 2 occasions when our beaches had to be closed because of the spillage of raw sewage, and several occasions when people's homes have been flooded by raw sewage. In fact, Southern Water's going to be in court later on this year, facing criminal charges for a major pollution incident in 2012, which, if you remember, led to the closure of all our beaches for more than a week, which caused massive financial loss to many of the businesses that depend upon the beach. Now, despite Southern Water saying it's fixed the problems by investing £3 million into the Thanet Point pumping station at Margate, sewage spillages are still continuing. And it's only going to get worse. As extreme rain incidents become more frequent in Thanet because of climate change, the pumping station's going to find it more and more difficult to cope, and there's going to be more spillage. Now the council's also saying that 12,000 new homes are needed to be built over the next 15 years. All of these homes are going to be connected to the sewage system, and they're going to put incredible additional pressure on a system that's already finding it hard to cope. 60% of these new homes are going to be built on greenfield sites, so all the concreting over, the building of new roads and parking spaces is going to lead to much more water runoff and more pressure on the sewage system again. And I think very soon raw sewage spillage on our beaches is going to become a very regular incident. And that's not good news for an area like Thanet, which is trying to build its tourist economy and bring people back to the area because of its beautiful beaches. Now, if you elect Green councillors on Thursday, we're going to hold Southern Water to account. We're going to monitor them closely, and we're going to work very closely with the Environment Agency and the water regulator Ofwat, and we're going to force Southern Water to invest a lot more money in upgrading its sewage facilities here in Thanet. We're going to be on their case, and we're going to be trying to stop them polluting our beaches and our bathing water. And don't forget, Southern Water is a company that just last year made almost £200 million profit after tax. A massive amount of money, almost £500,000 a day. So it can easily spare the money that's needed to upgrade the facilities for sewage management in Thanet. Now, I've just mentioned the 12,000 new homes that Thanet Council says we need to build over the next 15 years. And here's another environmental problem. Something like 5,000 to 6,000 of these houses are going to be built within a couple of square miles of the Westwood Cross area. And on the basis of 1 car per house, which I think has been conservative anyway, that's an extra 12,000 cars that are going to be circumnavigating Thanet and around Westwood Cross, dropping off the kids to school, going to work, going to shop to do the shopping. And everybody knows Westwood Cross is already a massively congested area. It's got hugely high levels of atmospheric pollution from car exhaust fumes, which the experts are now saying kill as many people as smoking. Now, if the Green Party get councillors elected, we want to be looking at ways we can stop this atmospheric pollution. And one of the best things we could be doing is to look at massively improving and increasing public transport, also looking at developing more safe cycling and walking routes, so that we can reduce car usage and get control of that silent killer, atmospheric pollution. But we also say as well that the 12,000 homes that the Labour-controlled cabinet said we need is a huge overinvestment. And a lot of it is unnecessary. We don't need a level of development up to the 12,000 houses that Labour argue that we do. Now, of course, new homes are needed. There's no doubt about that. We need to be able to manage population growth. We need to manage the impact of people living longer, and more people, of course, are now living in single households. So we do need more housing, and we also particularly need more social housing, like council housing and housing association homes for people who simply can't afford to buy. But we say, realistically, we need probably 5,000 to 6,000 new homes, not 12,000. And most of these homes could be built on previously developed brownfield sites within the urban boundaries of Ramsgate, Broadstairs and Margate, without the need to dig up the farmland and destroy habitats for birds, animals and plants. So if you vote for Green Party councillors, you're going to be voting for people who are really passionate and who really care about our environment. You'll be voting for people who will hold Southern Water to account and try to stop them polluting our beaches. And you're going to be voting for people who will stop Labour's plans for the massive overdevelopment of Thanet and the building on our greenfield sites and all the additional pollution and congestion that this overdevelopment will lead to. So we are the only party who really have got the environment first and top priority. So vote for us, we'll deal with Southern Water, and we'll also deal with the massive overdevelopment plans for Thanet over the next 15 years. Thank you. I'm hoping to get a few more short videos out later, and thanks for listening.